Okay. Let's see. Please don't open over here. Go away. Okay. Gonna be a little bit before I can see the chat here, just setting stuff up. I should probably have done this before the stream. Oh well. Where did I put it again? It's not in there. Now I don't know. Oh, it is in here. Okay. Okay. And then... let's open a second one for the old version. I really should have done this off stream. Oh well. Gives a few minutes for the all to arrive, I suppose. Right. Let's see if anyone's actually here. Hello. Tyler. Sprinkle Blovkin. My thoughts exactly. So, as I mentioned in the description, which nobody probably read, I've been working on this for, well, I've alluded to it a couple times. I've been working on it for a few months. This is a Zelda Classic quest. I'm sure you're familiar with them. The main gimmick of this one is that I was inspired to make it after playing Banjo. I really wanted to make a collectathon style quest, which I'm not really sure if any such thing exists already. But basically, the game's going to be made up of several kind of open levels containing multiple of a certain of the main collectible. In this case, it's a thing called a portal shard. I might rename them though. There's 10 in each level, but you only need a few to proceed, so you can kind of choose which ones you want to collect. There will be other requirements to reach the end of the game, which I'm not going to go into right now, but that's the main gist of it. Each level is also going to have Zelda items that help you get more of them. I could just kind of show the map, because I've made a lot of it already. It might be best to actually just show it in-game, though, so you can get a feel for everything as a whole. So I think I'm actually going to do that, and people can have a look. If you have any questions about the quest, please feel free to do those. Oh, wait a minute, I'm going to have to, okay, for one thing, this is bugging out. You're not going to be able to hear the music. Actually, wait, will you? No, there's only Discord. 2.5 does have custom scriptable items. I'm not really making much use of that so far. I might later. The collectible is actually just a reskinned key, because that was the easiest way for me to do it. But I might actually change that later if I want to use... This, it does mean I can't use regular keys, which is questionable. But yeah, let's see. There are definitely other 2.50 features I'm using. That's right, yeah. I originally made this in the NES tile set back in December, and I almost completely implemented the level. I can't remember how much of it I had left to do. It was like very, very near to completion. I think the only main thing was probably just... There was a boss fight that was really glitchy, and I wanted to bug fix that. And then I'm like, oh, well, I was going to release that as a demo once that was done. And then I kind of left the project for a little while as uni stuff started back up. And then I filled my time with other things like the initial speedruns of BA2. And then eventually I was like, You know, I started working on BA3 stuff with Josh, and I was starting to get used to the tile set for that. And I'm like, I wonder what my quest would look like in that tile set. So I started to recreate some of the map using the new tile set, and it looked so good that I'm like, okay, never mind. I can't use the NES one anymore. This looks too good. I'll be kicking myself if I made the whole game in NES. So then I started recreating that, and it's not quite up to the same thing yet, but you'll see. So let's see. I'll just call it Angel, whatever. The reason it's called the Angel's Crossing is because I'm not going to go into too many details about the plot, but basically there is a comet called the Angel that passes through the sky every 800 years, and it has certain magical properties to it that it allows worlds to be connected, worlds that can see the comet. That's the wrong folder. Why did I open my uni work folder? It allows certain worlds to be connected via portals made of the shards that fall, like, made of shards from the same material that the meteor's made out of, like when bits of it come off the comet and crash into the ground. So these shards are everywhere. You're collecting them to make portals to connect up the worlds. Basically, try to save them from the cult of Ganon, and eventually make your way to the world that Ganon rules over and defeat him. Pretty basic stuff, but just kind of gives an explanation for the portals. Anyway, let's get this started. I can't remember how much I've made of... Okay, I haven't made any of the Hyrule Castle area. That seems to be only in the NES version right now. Can you guys hear the audio of the game? I might actually turn it up a little. Oops. Settings, sound. Oh. I guess I'll just turn the SFX down. Turn the whole thing up a little. It's a little too loud. Five should do. Also, I seem to still have a really large delay in the chat. I wonder if there's anything I can do about that. Probably can't change the settings mid-stream, but I'll at least poke around here for a second. Stream. Output. Streaming. Oh, stream delay. No, there isn't one enabled. I swear there was some kind of setting I looked at before I started this. Let's minimize these for a second. That's the wrong window. Can I change it here? Stream settings? Here we go. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to change it while I'm streaming. That's a shame. It's on normal latency. I could probably afford to do low latency. Not ultra low, but low. Anyway. This is fine. Once again, I assume you guys can hear the audio of the game. Let me actually just test that myself. Yeah, I can do about that. Okay, yeah. Let me get the stream chat open. Right. So yeah, this is the first world. It's a pretty generic, like, it's literally a woodland, mall woodland. I'll show what I can of it. I think some parts of it are still broken. No, these NPCs you can actually talk to or anything. These houses you can't do anything with. You'd be able to buy the raft from there. I'll just use the cheat code for that later. Here's a dark and spooky wood. Here's where you get the ocarina, except I'm pretty sure the hitbox is actually wrong. Yeah, I can't actually get it. So, good shit. I'll deal with that later. There's a lot of stuff I need to fix to get this to work. Oh, I didn't actually show. I need to show the whole map. Otherwise I'm a dummy. Oh, that... Huh. How did I not catch that? Okay, I guess I'll need to deal with that. I also thought I would have a hold-up item on that. That's questionable. Okay, here we have some kite shenanigans. NPCs will... Some of them will turn to look at you. Change sound effects. That was actually just part of the 250 version of the tile set, actually, because you can replace sound effects. You can even do custom. You can like put scripts into a resource because a texture pack is basically just a quest file that you then remove the default stuff from. So yeah, this is the stuff that was already in here, and I appreciate them too. But yeah, let's see. Oh, I forgot. This guy down here. I don't have anything yet, but this is the archery minigame. I'm probably going to do something to indicate that this is a thing, maybe just some dialogue, like, oh, the guy at the south set up an archery range or something. But yeah, that's the portal, by the way. I don't think it does anything right now. Yeah. But later on you'll be able to walk into that. Oop. Does anyone recognize the music here? Oops. I'll give you a hint. It's the same thing that this jingle is going to be from. Not that one. Oh, what? Oh, apparently I haven't changed that yet. Oops. Well, the jingle for that is supposed to be da 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 da. Had to make a point. We got moblins. I think I filled some of these areas with enemies. I'm not sure, actually. Maybe I have done all of them. Oh, shit. Up here is a tree. Sure is a tree. Can I go around to the other side? Yes, I can. Uh-oh. Probably just takes you to a default cave. Yeah. Okay. That tree is actually the one I'm going to be working on today. Once I'm done with this little demonstration. Here we have kind of a rocky area. That rock is definitely suspicious. I'll leave you guys to figure that out when you play the game for yourselves. Which I have no idea like what the release schedule for this is. I anticipate this will take a lot less... This will probably take less work than BA3, so if I'm working on it concurrently with that, it will come out before that. Unless I abandon the project, obviously. Basically just because this one doesn't use much trickery, it's just kind of a straight, like, using 250 quest. BA3 is all about stretching the limits, so that's going to involve a lot of tedious work to get things to happen. Whereas mine is more of just, I need to actually design it and put it together. Like, the design is unique, I feel, but yeah. Oh, I did not realize those things could spawn in the water. That's questionable. How did that even happen? I'll have to look into that. Yeah, what the hell? Oh shit, I'm really low on health. Oh god. And you don't have any sword beams even at full health because I don't believe in them. You also don't start with slash because I feel like it's a downgrade. Yeah, let me go ahead and enter the cheat code here just so I can have some items. Is it 4? Yes. 1 refill life. And also, let's change link data. Let's give him a bomb bag because he doesn't have one. And some bombs. Let's go ahead and give him... we would have been able to... Let's look at these with a more simple tile set. More simple tile set in BA3? No, this is actually the same tile set. I'm using it a little bit differently. Like, if you compare the field in that to this forest, he does use, like, the trees are kind of more varied, and he has, like, some tiles that have them like cross over and stuff like that. I might be tweaking this world later, but this actually is exactly the same tile set. It has a few extra tiles, in fact, that his version doesn't. Anyway, what was I doing? You're going to be able to buy the raft, so let's just go ahead and give me that. And I think there was some... Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get that ocarina. It's not going to do me much good, but... Where is it? Whistles? Yep. Why is Q and E not cycling through my items? Because I didn't give myself bombs, apparently. How do I do that? There we go. Whoa, that is way more bombs than I thought I would have. Do bombs damage me in this? Yes, and I died. Not sure how I feel about that. Don't really want super bombs right now, to be honest. I alluded to the secret earlier, so let's actually go ahead and see it. Oops. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. You might be wondering what that is, since I don't have any Triforce pieces. That, I believe, will take me to the star level. Oh my god! There we go. Alright. Yeah, the graphics look a little glitchy on that. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Again, I forgot the... Okay, whatever. Oh, actually, since I have the raft, let's go ahead and show off some of that, so... Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. So that didn't work. This is basically a tutorial for it. If I hold right here, I'll go like that instead. And end up over here. And here we have a witch's hut, which, for the... Oops. That hurt. Oh my god, don't fucking die. Right, this is the same screen as this. I will be showing a little bit of the old version for things that I haven't implemented yet. Here there's a music note symbol on the ground, kind of easy to miss, but that's basically going to open a mini portal thing here. You would have seen that over here. Those are basically like the warp points in Banjo-Tooie, because these levels can get pretty expensive. Sorry. Jeez, I don't know what's up with my cough today. What happens if I touch these on the raft? Okay, nothing. Why are those hanging out in the water? That's so weird. But anyway, wow, these enemies really suck. Especially without the boomerang. In such an enclosed space. Let's see. Haven't really filled out this part of the map yet. Okay. Slashing them diagonally kind of works. Then we have... just barely can't get over here. See if I can't figure out this puzzle. So, for the record, the, like, brambles in the water indicate where you can raft. Also, the reason that this swamp is kind of purpley and stuff is because I wanted to have the raft be useful even after you get the flippers. And so this water is actually going to be... You can't... This is not... This is actually isn't water. This is just a solid tile, so that you can't swim in it. But you can raft in it. So, it's going to keep the raft useful, basically. I'm going to try to look for opportunities where... the raft is useful. Yeah, basically where you're forced to use the raft instead of the flippers. And there's a few different ways I've thought of doing that. including just requiring the raft to get the flippers. But yeah, there's a bunch of different wrong paths there. I believe I'm going the right way. Uh-oh. No, I don't think so. Okay, I don't know what happened there. That's not supposed to happen. I am definitely going the wrong way. How did that happen? Right, yeah, you wouldn't want to swim in a bog. I'm gonna have to look at the flags there. I don't know how I activated that. Give me a second. Let me actually go look. Oops, nope. So I went up. Up here, right there. Oh, there's just kind of no... I guess I lined this up wrong. Huh. Yeah? Okay, I don't know how I did that. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Okay, well, that's broken. You're supposed to... You're supposed to come over here like this. Nope, that's also the wrong way. Oh my god. I realize I'm kind of spoiling the solution for some of these, but that's okay. And I believe you actually just want to not touch your controller at all here. Yep. You end up over here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a portal shard here. Except I didn't make it so you could walk on the lily pad. I'm a genius. Okay. There's a lot... This mostly worked in the original version. There's a lot of stuff that's just kind of broken at the moment, though. In this new version. Like with the new tile set and stuff. Damn it. Oh my god. Right. Up here we have what I like to call the ruins area. And we have a... So I'm changing this. It used to be that there were these purple blocks. This is not supposed to be walkable. These purple blocks that basically... would go away when you play this. I think it makes more sense for the portal to just appear when you do that, though. I'll have to figure out the exact details of how that works, but yeah. Over here, we have a screen that doesn't exist, and there's a reason for that I'll explain later. Some shallow water. Bow and arrow. Pretty neat. Here's the thing we can't get. If we come up here, you'll notice that there's like a hook thingy there. We can't do anything about that now. In fact, the hook shot is not in this level, but if we come back from a later level, let me go ahead and give myself the hook shot. Oh, that's my medicine alarm. Give me a second. Oop. Shit. Let it go. Okay. Okay. I take my medicine, sorry. A white outline on the shards would make them very eye-catching. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do something about that. Problem is that they have like a drop shadow to them. I guess I might just have to get rid of that. I'll figure something out. Yeah, they do need to be more eye-catching. Anyway, if I use the hook shot, why didn't that work? I implemented this. Okay, it's supposed to warp you to a duplicate screen, where you can hook over there, and then basically hook back, and then you'll be able to pick up the shard, and that will work because it'll be a duplicate screen. And then it'll use secrets to basically get rid of if that's just a graphic on another layer, it'll get rid of that. Let's get rid of the hook shot. It's not supposed to have it. Keep the drop shadow just be outside the outline. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to experiment with it. I am going to be doing a bit of graphic work today. Probably not going to be fixing any of this shit because it's kind of boring, but we'll see. So, oh yeah, okay. I filled some of the areas with enemies. I never got to this part. Here we have a block pushing puzzle. And I didn't make any of them pushable. Do they require the bracelet or something? Or did I just not... Oops. Oh, also, I see the problem. Large swaths of this area are still water. That's okay. Nope, no flags on these. Okay. Well, there is a solution. I guess I'll just leave that for people to figure out when they play the game. So this is what I like to call the wetland. It connects to the ruins area. A couple different ways. I'm just gonna kind of show off most of it. Should be a graveyard over here. Yep. With some invisible enemies. Unless I didn't implement those yet. There's going to be no amulet in this game, but the lens will be able to reveal invisible enemies, so you'll have to kind of be strategic with your use of that, which I like. May or may not be a secret here too. Here the rain stops and we have a campfire. And here we have kind of the mountainous area. Yep, not much to say about that. This was kind of an ass to set up layer-wise. Oh, I am not supposed to be able to walk there. Huh. Yep, okay, more shit I'll have to worry about later. So let's see, I can end up over here. Oh, apparently these are not completely solid. I will have to deal with that as well. That's just kind of a shortcut if you have the lantern, which is basically the candle. You should see how this area fucking changed. Really? Did I not put push flags on these? Well, it seems like our adventures have come to an end. Yeah, there is more up there. I'll just show that off in the editor. So let's see. Oops. So it's supposed to be, let me actually do a comparison. So, okay, hang on. First of all, these screens are the same place. I had to massively revamp it. So you can see over here, the river kind of flows near the bottom of the screen and then splits. Here, it does no such thing. The screens are technically the same. I had to basically just scrap this entire bridge area. I still had the water flowing into a bottomless pit, but yeah. So you go left from here, and this is what this originally was. It was just, I'm like, oh, this is mountains, you know, there's rocks here, that represents the mountains. But then obviously when you start adding actual depth using the mountain tiles, I had to figure out, okay, what does this mean? And I ended up replacing a lot of it with trees, and just random boulders. But there's still kind of the mountain at the top of the screen, and I like how this managed to work out. It's not exactly the same shape. I had to move stuff around, but it's still pretty much the same walkability, more or less. So when you come up here, this screen was a fucking bitch to put together. Here it was nice and clean and actually kind of symmetrical, which you can argue is not very natural, and I agree, but it worked for the puzzle. And converting that was really difficult. I had to end up... there's actually some custom tiles here with these wood boards. Those do exist already, but yeah, I had to improve on them. Not improve on them. I had to make some custom tiles to make them work. The layers here are probably a nightmare. Let's actually break this down by layer. So this is the base layer. This is the only thing that's actually on this screen. Then this layer is the water. This layer seems to pretty much mostly be the grass borders as well as the docks. Which, if you know anything about Zelda Classic, means that the actual dock tiles need to be down here, and then these are just illusions, basically. Over here it seems like we've got, what is this? Oh, it's the waterfall, okay. And then we've got the trees and the foam. So yeah. I'm gonna need to probably replace what this post is, because it implies that you can hookshot to it, which is not my intention. It's just supposed to be a little blockade thingy that prevents you from rafting straight to the island from this one, and causes you to kind of careen off to the... Where are my flags? There's no flags here? Really? Oh, is it because I'm on the wrong layer? Nope. Okay, well, you're supposed to, there's gonna be, like, these little fence things that come up, that I still need to worry about. That's from hitting the thing in the middle. And there's gonna be a portal over here and everything. It's complicated. Also, I've got some more viewers. Hello. Actually, no, that screen doesn't connect unless you have the flippers. The flippers does just completely get rid of this puzzle, but that's okay. It's a reward for if you do it earlier, then good on you. These screens are not too dissimilar. You still kind of got the 4 trees with the tiles in the middle. In this case, the tiles are going to have like a big chest on them. Do I have a thing for that? No, not yet. Well, you can see it here. It's going to become a chest with something in it. I think a heart piece. I can't remember. Also, a little Easter egg. I like to diversify the areas a little bit so they're not all just forests. So, like, you'll notice down here, I use a lot of, like... I mean, this is, like, the boulder area. But even beyond that, I have, like... a very specific set of things I stick to. So, like, this uses the white flowers, scattered leaves, green bushes, these big leaf vine things. But there's several other things I don't use down here. When we start to get over here, yeah, we have the orange trees and the dead trees, but we also start to have mushrooms, purple flowers, these weed things, orange bushes, these things. I mean, like, I like to characterize the areas differently. We have these weird red leaf things. Up here, we've gotten rid of a lot of the stuff from down there, but we still have orange bushes and the weeds. We've gone back to white flowers. Obviously, we have the ruins. That looks a little weird. I might need to look at that. We have these different kinds of boulders, these like the stone tiles. And then you start to get to the mountains, and it's mostly the same as stuff we've seen before, but occasionally you can see, like, there's some onions here. It's just a tall grass combo with a custom graphic, but yeah. Of course you have these weird flat stones you can push around. There's another onion up here. I tried to sneak one in on most screens. There's one here. Yeah, coming up here, the screen had to change quite a lot to make room for the waterfall. It is still the same thing though, just with stuff moved. So you'll notice that, let me see, how does this work exactly? Ah, yes, so if you're coming from over here, which we'll compare this screen in a minute. If you're coming from over here, you can't go this way because you can't push the boulder right, so you have to take the longer bridge. And then you come down, and you go through this little thing here, but then you get stopped by this boulder, which is a one-way. That's the same boulder as here. This is also a one-way. And this also connects via this diagonal thing up here. And then you notice by the walkability, you can just walk down this way, but you can't access this area unless you're coming from the right side. It's kind of pointless. I don't really know why I designed it like that. It's just I just ended up keeping it for the the newer version. So yeah, then you come over here, and this has changed quite a lot because I needed to reflect that this is an elevation change, and I did actually keep the height of everything consistent. Here, this was kind of a shame to lose my custom graphics. On the one hand, they really sucked and looked like a shitty old PC game, but on the other hand, I feel like they had character. Same thing with the, like, Baba Yaga hut. I had to replace with something more generic. I may modify these tiles to try to personalize them a little bit more. I definitely want this frog stained glass window either inside or outside this cathedral, but or not cathedral, but sanctuary. But yeah. Up here, we have a pumpkin patch. I've changed the shape of it a little bit, and I've also added a little thing up there that may or may not lead to something. Here we have a fairy pond. And then here we get into, like, the dark forest area. I still have that here. You can't really see it because of the blackness. If I get rid of that layer... Yeah. So basically what will happen is you can come in here with the lantern and then use it, and it will light up the screen by getting rid of this layer. It won't get rid of this one. It'll just turn it into, like... It'll turn it kind of dimly lit instead of being complete blackness. And I have really achieved what I wanted to here, because originally this is supposed to... what's the layer? This is supposed to be kind of a confusing maze, but there was a very clear distinction between the ground and the trees. Whereas here, this is now, like, you look at the screen and it's kind of hard to tell where you want to go. You know, like, where can I even walk? You can kind of see the ground, but a lot of it's also covered by random leaves and bullshit, so you're like, here, what the fuck am I looking at? Where are the possible entrances? You'll have to figure it out. It's a bit of a maze. You got a portal shot here you can get. And yeah, so that's basically it in terms of what I've already made. Let me go ahead and where is it? ZC. No, it's view map. Let's go full resolution. I don't remember how you want to zoom in with these. Is it like plus and minus? I know there was something I could do. I know there was some keys somewhere I could press to zoom this out, like, stepwise. Zoom this in and out stepwise, but yeah. Here you have the level as a whole. Giant swamp area. You can kind of see how it's, like, sectioned off, how I would have designed it. Like, my design doc was basically just... I would draw a rectangle over the area. Seriously, how do I zoom this out? I know I can. I'm gonna try every key. Oh, what was that? Don't know what that's about. Oh man, I really wish I knew. It's not just that. Like, these set to different zoom levels, but that's... I'm pretty sure that's not what I was thinking of, but whatever. So you can kind of see how I would just draw a rectangle over, like, this bottom left area, and I'm like, okay, this is the lumber yard. Over here is, like, an intro area, which is just a little loop. Up here's the lake. Here is, like, the boulder area, the swamp, the ruins, the wetland, the mountains, and I don't know what I call this area. It's just, like... I originally wrote this as, like, overgrown, because my idea was that, like, there would be a big old sanctuary covered in, like, just overgrown shit, and there'll be plants everywhere. I eventually ended up diversifying a bit, so it's the sanctuary's on one screen, you got the pumpkin patch up here. I put a fairy pond because I wanted a fairy pond somewhere. You can also, I think there's also a fairy down here, but that's for, like, a quest thing. This is the only fairy pond that actually, like, heals you. Because it assumes that you've gone through the forest. So this is kind of a closed loop. You can, like, from the start, you can go left or right. If you go left, you basically hit a dead end when you get to the sanctuary, because everything in the mountains is one way. If you go right, you eventually end up at the mountains, but you can actually go left. And of course, once you open up the warps, the directionality doesn't really matter. If you've hit the warp at the start of the mountain area, you can always just go back to it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Over here, you'll notice I have one screen of a thing that I didn't finish. Over here, there's a dungeon. I'm not going to show that off today, or at least not right now. But that is also a remake of something from the earlier quest. Before I actually... God, I've been going for 40 minutes. Before I actually start doing work on this, there were a couple things I wanted to show from the original version of the quest. Specifically the Lost Woods. Because I had a fucking insane time trying to get the Lost Woods in this game to work the way that I wanted them to. In Zelda 1, you can set a screen to have the Lost Woods effect, and basically when you enter the screen, there's one exit, everything else loops, but if you go the correct set of 4 directions while in the maze, then you'll end up being spat out at the corresponding destination. I wanted to utilize that, but I figured it would be too boring if it was just, okay, there's a set of these screens and you have to, like, you have to learn the path and then you just follow the path. That's boring. That's just get information, do thing. I wanted it to be kind of a puzzle in and of itself. And what I ended up doing is basically creating, like, a keep talking and nobody explodes style instruction set. Let me see if I can find the actual instructions. Okay. I think these are the up-to-date ones. I'm really hoping that they are. I have like a bunch of diagrams here. God. Okay. Yeah. I haven't implemented this in the new version yet. It won't actually be that hard. It'll be a little bit tedious. There was some stupid things I had to do to make workarounds, but let's see. I'm going to go ahead and minimize both of these. And I'm going to go ahead and bring the instructions here. So these would be the one of several rewards for beating the boss of the area. You're noticing pallets are displayed on the map now. Oh, you mean like different sub-areas use the correct pallets? Because actually, no. If I go back into this, view map, full, like, if, like, this is using the palette I'm looking at, which is the overworld, not overworld, like the one from Old Woodland, which is like, it's called like Swamp or something. This came with a bunch of built-in palettes. If I zoom over here, wait, oh, it's up here, okay. This is actually not the correct palette for this area. If I go in here, you can notice by the way that the tiles on the map are colored, the mini-map are colored. It's actually supposed to be like this weird aquamarine color. So yeah, and then if I go in here and I go view map, and then I come over here, the colors are completely fucked up. So it actually, yeah, it doesn't do it correctly. But I mean, that's not a problem. Like if I want to make maps of stuff, I can just stitch them together or whatever. Why do I have a message on my server? Oh, it's just people talking about D&D stuff. Okay. Right, so yeah, like I said, let me go ahead and make a file for the old version here. These would be the instructions that you get. Oh no, the darker screens are on a different palette. They just have, you like in the forest, they just have like a transparent layer that makes most of them dark. But yeah, let me go ahead and get the old thing here. I'm just crossing. So, oh, I can actually show off a bit of Hyrule Castle here as well. So this is how you would start the game. There would be a bit of an intro first, and then like a title screen, but... Oop. I'm not sure why I had you start with Slash. I don't really like Slash. Like, that's changed in the newer version. Oh well. You also wouldn't be able to collect bombs like that. You're gonna have like a... Oh shit, there's a heart piece. First heart piece of the game here. The hearts are purple basically just because I could. I think I actually haven't managed to make that work in the new version yet, which is a shame. This game uses a lot of purple for theming. Anyway, that's a jingle from the same game as the Old Woodland theme. Up here, there's just some bullshit. If you try to progress, this is also unclear. This is supposed to be like a portcullis. I'll fix that later. Obviously, this is the old version, like I said. There's like some fallen rocks in the way that prevent you from entering the castle proper. If you try to go this way, there's a pit. So you're kind of blocked until you go to the woodland area. Go ahead and get some health if I can. Health. Good English there. There we go. And like I mentioned earlier, no sword beams. That's going to be a reward for getting the better sword later, in addition to doing more damage. Come on, give me health. Thank you. I drew those benches my shelf, and they look terrible as a result. Anyway, this screen's kind of fucked. That's the trickery I'm going to be using to get the portals to work. But yeah, haven't implemented that in the new version yet. So, if you try to go into the Lost Woods... Ugh. Can't see shit. If you try to enter the Lost Woods up here, you get, this music. And also, you're like, okay, I don't know where to go. There's only one way to go, because if I go down this way, I'll exit. So, I try going this way. Okay, I looped. Okay, I looped again. Okay, I exited. That's not what I wanted. Maybe if I go left... No. I don't know where to go. You're not going to get very far. There are multiple entrances. But... yeah, you're not going to be able to figure it out so easily. Actually, let me show off the tree. No, I'll show off the tree area in a minute. Because that's what I'm going to be working on today, is making a new version of that. Oh yeah, we have the rain sound effect. I have to import that in the new version. So yeah, there's an entrance over here, and this leads you to a different area in the Lost Woods. I forgot to get rid of the sound effect. Oh no, it just faded out, okay. But there's not much you can do here. You're likely to just kind of get lost. Like, oh, you might end up here, but you don't know where to go. And now I'm back here. You're liable to basically wander until you end up somewhere that you don't mean to go. Let's see, how easy is it to actually get out? I don't know, I'm just wandering randomly. Is this gonna be the way out? Nope. There we go. So, you might be wondering how I was able to go down there without exiting, and there is a reason for that. That is part of the weird trickery of this area. I don't really want to explain it. I would rather it kind of be a mystery unless people want to look through the game file, because I'm going to leave it unpassworded and everything if people want to see how I've done stuff. But, yeah. So, the instructions. Basically, what you have to do is, there's 4 different types of areas, and there'll be pictures of what each of them looks like. There's one called the Crossroads, there's one called the Winding Path, there's one called the Orchard, and there's one called the Dead End. You'll be told that when you find one of these when you find yourself entering one of these areas, follow these instructions in order from top to bottom. Over and over. So do the first one, second one, third one, and then if you're still there, do the first one again, second one. Let's say you leave, and let's say you come back later, you start from the beginning again. So first one, second one, third one. And you do this repeatedly until you find yourself at the next area. And if you do this over and over again, following these instructions, you will eventually get through the forest. This is a guaranteed way to do that. You can hypothetically wander through there by accident, but you will need... there will be a minimum heart count for the, or there'll be some kind of check for the weapon, so you can't just get it immediately as soon as you start the game. But yeah, the other instruction is specifically which entrance you're supposed to go in from. Because it's not this one, and it's not the one in the ruins. It's actually the one from the Winding Woods. Or the Dark Woods, or whatever you want to call it. So let's go to the lumberyard. Looks pretty shit in this version. Aside from this hilariously detailed well with funky collision. Anyway, you head up here. Those enemies are real pieces of shit. And I can't see anything. Okay, hang on. Okay. Link data. Candle. Go with red. Oh, that doesn't work. Fantastic. Okay. In that case, I'll just go walk through walls. Okay, this is not the area I want to be. I believe it's this one. Okay. So, I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Basically, you'll... Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I think I'm good. That's weird. You should be able to exit by doing that. Maybe not. Well, let's go ahead and try. So you'll enter from here, and then it will be take a left turn. Okay. Go the same direction that brought you to this area. Oh, that's right. Okay. So yeah, I think I actually do want to Oh wait, no. No, because it's the same direction that... Yeah, it's not into the way you came in, it's go the same direction. We went east to go in. Go north if you just took a turn. Well, I went down and then I went right, so yeah, I took a turn. So go north. And then take a left turn. Then go the same direction where you this area. Okay, now we're at the dead end. If we aren't at the dead end, walk to it. So we loop to get over here. Take the other branch, or north if you haven't taken one yet. Well, we haven't taken one yet, so we'll go north. Double back, unless you entered the area at the dead end. We did not. We ended up over there. Okay, now we're in the orchard. Take a left turn. So we're facing down, so left would be this way. Go east, unless it is straight ahead or behind you. In which case, go north instead. It's straight ahead of us, so we'll go north. Go the direction from which you entered the current area. That's a tricky one. I think we came from the top. Yes, phone. Take a left turn. Now we're at the winding path. Go west or south, unless you just entered the area. Or, so next one is, so we just entered the area, so ignore that one. Walk away from where you entered the area. Go west or east. Go west or south, unless you just entered the area. Okay. Walk away from where you entered the area. Well, we entered from the right, so that would be going left. Go west or east. Well, go west or south. Okay. Walk away from where you entered the area. Now we're at the crossroads again. Take a left turn. Yeah. Go the same direction that brought you to this area. That would be south. Go north if you just took a turn. Okay. Take a left turn. Go the same direction that brought you to this area. Go north. Oh, now we're at the dead end. If you want at the dead end, walk to it. Okay. Take the other branch. Okay. Double back, unless you entered the area at the dead end. We did not, so double back. If you want to the dead end, walk to it. Take the other branch. Okay. Oh, now we're at the winding path. Go west or south unless you just entered the area. We just entered the area. Walk away from where you entered the area. Go west or east. Go west or south unless you just entered the area. Walk away from where you entered the area. We came in from the left, so that would be this way. Go west or east. Now we're at the orchard. Take a left turn. Go east. It's not straight ahead or behind us. Go the direction from which you entered the current area. Shit. Where did we come from? I believe we came from the right, so... Take a left turn. Go east unless it's straight ahead or behind you. Go the direction from which you enter the current area. Take a left turn. And we've made it through the woods. That is the magic sword, the next upgrade. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. In this version, you start with the white sword and upgrade to magic. Why the fuck do I suddenly have 5 PMs all at once? Okay. Okay, never mind. I thought there's somebody that usually messages me all at once. I guess I must have just not realized those messages. Anyway. So yeah, that... You can probably guess this is a much more circuitous path than the fastest path. If I try to leave, by the way, the directions to leave will just be to just follow the path. So let's try that. And now we're back here. And you might be wondering, like, what the fuck? Is it just, like, up? So you try going that way, and nope, you're still here. So if you try to keep doing that, you're not going to get anywhere. It only works on the way out. I'm really proud of this, because it's trippy as hell. Fuck it, I do want to show how I did this. I'm not going to go into huge detail, but basically, it's all over here. Wait, no, it's not. That's the archery game. Where is it? Here? Yeah, okay. It's with the layer screens. Here is the crossroads. Here's the dead end. Here's also the dead end. Here is the orchard. Here is also the orchard. Here is the winding path. Here's the end. Here's another crossroads. Basically, there's 2 of everything. Actually, there's 3 of some of them, depending on how I needed to set it up. And they're arranged in a very weird way. So sometimes you walk directly between 2 screens, and sometimes you warp between them. They're kind of non-Euclidean. There is no actual layout for how these things are... It doesn't make sense, basically. And there is a faster way of getting through it. I'm not going to show what it is, because I don't want people to just come back to this video and be like, oh, well, I'll just follow these instructions. Because no, I want you to have to, you know, go and legitimately find the hint and then follow those. But just know that there is a way to get through this in, like, I think, I don't know. You don't even need to pass through every screen. You can get through it very quickly if you understand how it works. But I'll leave that experimentation for the players. Anyway. There was something else I wanted to show. And that would be the tree. So let me actually edit my items again. I do not want the candle. But I do want Rock's Feather. That's going to be an item from the 2nd level. With this, I can kind of jump like this. I can also use it in 2D areas, such as this cave. Or this tree, sorry. I can't jump high enough to get up there. But I can jump across this pit, hypothetically, if I am good at it. So I can just barely jump up here, but I can't make it through anything. There's a few different ways of getting through this area. Okay, well that's obviously a dead end. I don't exactly remember the way through. Oop. See, can I jump up here? Nope. A few different ways you can get through. So we are actually in a higher area here. If you try to jump here, you won't make it. You can actually do this. You're not intended to do that. It's supposed to indicate there's a hidden path here. There's a bunch of different ways you can get through this. kind of a vertical platforming maze, I guess you could say. Didn't realize the items had gravity. That's pretty funny. Okay, so we can head up here. Oh yes, you might be wondering, because you can't make that jump, but you can do this. That does work. Alternatively, there's another way to go. You can... Ah, shit. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Like I said, there's a few ways to go here. Last time I jumped down there. You can go up this way instead if you want. Oops. Yeah, pretty sure this works. No, it doesn't. Why did I never fix that? I remember every single time I do this, I'm like, ah, yeah, I'm pretty sure I fixed this. Nope. Okay, well, I'm back here for some reason. It's supposed to dump you over there. So there's another way to get around. Let me actually show that. Oh god, I don't remember. Ah, whatever. There's a couple. The point is, there's a few ways to get up. So the less clear way is to do this. You can also go through the other thing. And up here, you might think it's another situation, like, oh, I can't get across. But actually, you can just do this. But if you don't want to do that, then you can kind of... There's a loop around you can do. Let me show that. Yeah, you can come up this way. The enemies in here are really, really annoying. More than they probably should be. Yeah, like I said, you can just kind of get over here quickly. I think this is the dead end. Yeah, but it shows you the exit up there. Yeah, you can just barely make that. Here you can't quite jump up there. So you need to go like this. Except actually there's a secret here. But unfortunately that does send you back quite a ways. See if we can't get back up to where we were. Okay. And there you go. That would be the way out. So what kind of benefited me here is I have no idea if any of these are supposed to be tree tiles, but if you enter from a tree and you look at this, you could reasonably be like, yeah, this is like tree bark. Sure. You could believe that. I don't really have that luxury with the newer graphics. There aren't graphics for the inside of a tree. So what I'm going to be doing today is making some graphics for that. Josh had an idea for this when we were discussing it. Close that. Josh had an idea for how to do it. I did make a mock-up of the best thing I could do with the tiles that already existed. It looks like this. This kind of looks like shit. It's like possible, maybe. Questionably so. So instead of dealing with that, I'm going to, I actually have already started to prepare this. I have a bit of a tile sheet over here. I grabbed these from Kirby Superstar. There's this area in Spring Breeze. I'm going to be modifying these. For one thing, these are 24 by 24. I had to shrink them down to 16 by 16. I'm also going to need to squash the colors considerably, but we're going to deal with that in a minute. Let me go ahead and put in some kind of solid background for these. These colors are gonna fuck when I try to import them, but oh well. So I think, yeah, there's space down here at the bottom for more stuff. I don't really know what I'm gonna do about that. Like what I'm gonna put there, if anything. We'll figure it out. So, I actually haven't done importing in this version before. So let's see how that'll go. Also, I haven't touched this quest file in a long time. Graphics. Tiles. I think I want to... I have no idea where I am. Oh, that's the top of the tile sheet. Okay. Let's go down a ways. This stuff looks cool. I have to figure out the color palette I want for some of the different sub-areas and stuff. Like, this looks wrong mostly, but depending on how I use the tiles, it might look okay. I like the gorilla statue. Okay, I'm probably going to want to put it here somewhere. Oh no, maybe not. Here we go, we got a free section of the tile sheet. I think it's grab. I want to go file. And I want to be heading into documents. Angels Crossing, game files. There's a bunch of meaties that I need to import. Treetiles.png. Oh, it needs to be a BMP, doesn't it? Well, actually, I mean, the color's fucked up, but... This actually doesn't look that bad. Let's, let me actually do a different background color here. Maybe this will be better. File. You can get a bit of a preview for what I'll be working with here. There we go. Oh, what the hell? Oh, fuck's sake. Grab. Recolor. Okay. There we go. Okay. Honestly, these colors are not the worst. I was expecting... Huh. Yeah, I can work with this. I was expecting to have to do a lot of manual recoloring, but... Oh, this isn't even the palette I want, actually. Hang on. No, let me go ahead and delete these, actually. Not the palette, the C-set. Okay, what C-set are you in? 3. Okay. Quest, graphics, tiles. Okay, let's try again. Grab. Yeah, this is looking a little shitty. Oh, I can try different C-sets from here. Okay. Oh, I like this. I can kind of try to work out what the best one is, and it'll try to match the tile, the colors as best it can. Maybe this. I'll have to do a lot of editing on those ones up there. Those could maybe be a different palette. Is there a better palette for those? Yeah, okay. So I'll use C-set 4 for most of it, and then I'll kind of have C-set 3 for the background, and I'll use different layers for that. Okay, I like that. Damn it, I did it again. Recolor. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? No! No! Grab. Recolor. What's leech? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. And then these two I'll delete. And I will grab those. No, what the hell? Oh, right. Okay. Okay, so those are in different C-sets. That's okay. So I need to go around and just get rid of the background color here, because I did that on purpose. Oh no, I don't want that. Oh, there's no black color here? That sucks. Maybe that'll work out anyway. We'll have to see. Okay, well, these are the tiles I'm going to be using. And now I need to make combos out of them. This should be a big enough section of the tile sheet. It's close to some other stuff I've been using. So open combo page. That's not what I meant to do. No, I can't do it from there. I need to go to quest, graphics, combos. Wait, is it? Can I do it from tiles? I swear there's a thing I can do in this new version where I'm just like turn into combos. Create combos. There we go. Actually, let's do it over here. Done. Okay. Don't need any special attributes on those. There we go. Okay. And then I guess most of it's going to be on layer 1. Select combo. Let's just replace all of these. Okay, and now I'm gonna need the old version. So this is if you were just here to see me show off the quest, that was that part of the stream. The rest of this is probably gonna be relatively less interesting, but hopefully still a good time. I would play music, but I don't really want to be copyright struck. I can maybe get away with playing the in-game MIDIs. Let's see. You know what? Let's actually let's just go through the not the playlist. I should have a set of. I should be able to like go through these as in like the media player or something. Let's see, view. Can I sort by type? So I'll get all the MIDIs. No, not all of these will be in the game. Some of these I just downloaded because I like the MIDI. And some of them might sound like shit, in which case I'll skip them. Let's go ahead and play them. Okay, here we go. Add to Windows Media Player list. And that should play all these MIDIs. I'll get this out of the way. I hope YouTube doesn't strike MIDIs. Still a bit loud for me. I like to have music real quiet if I'm gonna listen to it while working. So we're starting. This song's actually not going to be used at all. It was in consideration, but I actually specifically went out of my way not to use any Zelda music aside from the Hyrule Castle theme, to really emphasize you're going into like different worlds and stuff. Okay, so I guess the best way to do this would be... Can I get a grid, actually? Let's just do like a simple version for now, and I can put the details in later, actually. Sounds good to me. I'll fill all this in, and then I'll add in the... Oops, did I mean to do that? Yeah, I did. Actually, what am I doing? I just replace all. Nope, never mind. this song actually is in the game. So I didn't actually explain this, but Josh's idea was basically to have like a bit of a perspective, depending on where on the screen the platforms are. So that's what I'm going to be going for here. Also, I did this wrong. I'm on the wrong layer. Wow, this vertical tile looks really bad, actually. I never realized that. I'll need to fix that later. So basically, let me get the grid back. I really don't want to use a second layer, and like an extra layer on top of this if I can help it. I'm trying to work out how I can do this. The reason I need a background is so I can do this, by the way. Like, this looks wrong, but I'm pretty sure the transparency colors will actually work out. Oh, what the hell? Wrong tile. Could just make a corner tile. Yeah, but that's a waste of tiles. Yeah, you always have. There's always a trade-off between tiles and like how many combos you want to use versus how many layers you want to use. Because sometimes screens are more. Sometimes it's worth just making a new screen instead, but it depends. I think I'll come back to that and make the decision later. Yeah, something like that. I'd be interested to see what that looks like in game. I'll have to figure it out. I think that the transparency it's showing here is just kind of wrong. We'll see. Because that's not a like this dark grayish blue is not a real color in the palette. It's just what it's showing for transparency. Okay. Oops. Yeah, it would only be 2 extra tiles. I can probably do that. Let me go ahead. Oops. We're just gonna do that for the vertical one. Anyway. There you go. Shit. Oops. Yeah, that wasn't really that much effort. a minute, that's already not correct. I actually want that. I don't know how that looks. Okay. Yeah, this didn't work out how I expected it would. It's gonna need to... I mean, this is fine, I can work with that, but it is gonna need to kind of curve around to indicate some depth there. That will be more tiles for me to make, so I'll have to work that out. I'll make kind of a demo version for now, though, and I can work on tweaking it later. And the reason I'm using the grid is that I want it to be based mathematically, so like whether or not it curves is based on the position on the screen. So in the middle it's going to be dead on, whereas on the sides it's going to kind of curve a bit. And this will look a bit weird when you're transitioning screens, but then when you're just looking at a static screen it will look fine again. I'm probably gonna have to avoid using what am I trying to say? Using kind of that rounding now, so I can do stuff like this. Because that'll look somewhat better. I think that one's gonna be a vertical. This one should be like this. No, it shouldn't. It needs to be the... I don't know if it's clear that you can fall through that. That's the problem. So I might just make an exception for the edge. No, because that would look stupid. Whatever. I never remember what this song is. I worked this out the other day and then I forgot. Oh, I should probably have tiles for it. No, because that's the one that's dead on. Okay. Okay. This is slightly complicated to show, but I guess I don't really need that there. For fuck's sake. Just replace all. this one's already wrong. Hang on. There you go. I think that's right for this screen. So, do you guys kind of see what I mean? Where, like, the very edges have this... Like, that's, like, barely noticeable. Damn. We were hoping it would be a bit more noticeable than that. I also don't actually have a ladder tile. Or like a cave. We'll have to figure that out later. Basically, Josh's idea for this angling was to kind of reinforce the idea that this is a cylinder. Because if you're looking at a cross-section of it, it's not technically flat. It's like supposed to be curved. And his original idea was like, okay, we'd have like 5 or 6 different degradations for like, you know, a really harsh angle near the edge, and then it kind of smooths out as you get to the middle. And I thought that'd be too many tiles. So I'm like, what about just one angled each way, and then a straight on in the middle? And I figured it'd be 5, 6, 5. Yeah, now I'm not sure. Because this is barely noticeable. Might just be because of the weirdness of the blackness, but we'll keep doing it. But okay, I'm gonna need to like. C set 3, 4. Yeah. Fuck's sake, what palette are you? 06F, apparently. If you say so. So this is 408. Okay, so it's in the equivalent position over here. Got it. So what's layers? F12? Yeah. 409. It's mostly what I'm going to be working with here. Oh, my back itches. Jeez. Alright. How about we go through and we just do the actual exact shape of things. And then this will be a multi-step process, but I think this should be more efficient. I think this is 2 tiles up. Yeah. Extends that way. Okay, this should be a lot easier to work with. Jesus Christ, I need a drink. I've got something tickling in my throat. There might be several versions of some of the songs in here, which is why you might hear them multiple times. God damn it. My throat feels really dry even after I've had a drink and there's like something tickly in it. Oh my god. 1 second. Not sure what that was. Hopefully it's better now. Oh fuck, did I did that on the layer 0. I'm a dumbass. Let's do that again. Maybe I should just go through and do all the layers first. Oh boy, we got a distortion world. Oh no, sorry, Giratina. I believe this media actually kind of sucks, but oh well. Actually, yeah, let's skip it. So again, not all of these are in the game. This is just random shit I have in the folder. Oops. Okay, that should be good. Right. Let's do this again. Why am I sniffling? Okay. Maybe I'll put details in later. Maybe that's 4. I like this song a lot. I'm actually not using this one in my quest though. Oh, I actually forgot to put in some... Oops. That's right. Who the fuck is messaging me? Oh. Not important. I'll respond to that later. Do 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 do. Let's actually make this solid like it's supposed to be. I think here I want this one to be vertical. Ah, no, because... Okay, maybe from here. So, like I said, this will look like shit right now, but hopefully when I'm done with all the tiling, it'll... You know, like, getting all the details in, it'll look better. It feels weird for that to... See. Looks about right. Let me actually line this up a little better vertically. There we go. Let's go ahead and put the hot piece in here. Again, still need to recolor these to be purple. Something like that. Oh no, because you need to be able to climb up there. Shit. That's why it's shaped like that. Fuck. Okay. Whatever. I'll just put another platform over here. Like this. There you go. That should be good enough. In fact. Do it like this instead. I think you can jump that. So you can jump up. You can basically jump up 3 and make it so you can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I think you should be able to make these. Wait, Steven, I'm sure you can make those jumps. Oh boy, this one's gonna be a doozy. There's another Final Fantasy 4 one. Of course, I want to make these things aesthetically pleasing where I can. right height for that? Yeah, I think so. Oops. I'll figure out the ladders later. Oh, this is the part we can actually walk through. I have an idea about how to improve these tiles. I think I'm actually going to change the tile set before I do this. I don't want these to stick out. Instead, I think I want them to... So, if you think about it, this is a special tile where the default is that the floor takes up the whole thing. And then the change is that it juts out a bit. I think I actually want it to be a little bit shorter instead of a little bit longer, because otherwise you're going to be falling through part of the floor here. It'll look like you're clipping through. It'll look really awkward. So I'm actually going to change all of these tiles. So yeah, that's going to get fucked up when I work on that, but that's okay. It's a learning process. And there might be multiple streams of this. I'm certainly going to do more development of this on stream. It's just about finding things that would be good for it, because nothing's going to be super interesting other than showcases. Most of it's probably just going to be tedious bullshit. But that's okay. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. Hang on. Because I don't want any instances of these horizontal logs being smaller than 2. Oops. It's weird. Guess I should actually do that. Yeah. And then here we're gonna have to have... Oops. I suppose if this area is shorter, it doesn't really matter. There we go. I love this song, and I had a really hard time trying to find a MIDI of it. And now that I have one, I actually don't know if I'm going to use it anywhere. There's nowhere I can think of that I want to use it. Why is the melody so quiet there? Why did the MIDI get so quiet? That's so weird. I'm definitely gonna have to mess with that MIDI if I use it, but yeah. Now it's really quiet again. I guess they just bounced it wrong. Problem I have with this part of the map is that it's kind of just a pointless dead end. I should probably put something over here. Don't know what yet though. This media is fucked up. Let's just skip then. This is being weird. Yeah, there's no point to this area. Well, this one's kind of dull as well. Okay, I'll have to put a footnote in that. I'll just leave it as it is for now. You have to change the layout here a bit. Oh, this is like an all-string version of the song in the... Yeah, okay. That's an old version. This is the version that's actually going to play in game. Sounds like a lot of finagling. Okay, so now that that's done, let me go over it and make sure that there's no parts where like a vertical randomly turns into a horizontal where it shouldn't. View map. Can I zoom out? Can't see anything super egregious. Yeah, that bottom floor is like really boring. You just... I need to put it in the ladders obviously, but... Yeah. Oh god, what the hell is this? Oh, this is a fucked up Mother 3 MIDI because it's supposed to have like sound effects in it. Okay. So now I need to go into the tile sheet. Is there something wrong with this MIDI too? No, I guess this one's fine. I was considering using this for something and then didn't. There's so many good songs from video games that I'd love to use for stuff, but... Yeah. I don't think I need custom edge for these ones then. What I would need a custom edge for is... So I guess let me delete these. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's not what I meant. Fuck. That section is gonna need to be figured out. Specifically, this looks like shit. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing here. Oh. How I did that? That's weird. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of seeing what I need to do here. That looks mostly okay. Let me actually extend this a little. Guess I do want this to go right up to the edges. Let me do this instead then. Oops. That's not what I want. Ugh, no. Now that just looks terrible. That's starting to look okay. Oops. I guess that looks okay. I can always tweak it later. General idea is though. Just trying to make space in the tile sheet here. Oh yeah, and I also need to... Okay. I love this song. Too bad the MIDI is not the best. Oops. How you guys doing then? Since I'm not doing much of note here. So I actually want to go 1, 1, 1, 2. The bottom is so it's 1, 1, 1, 2, 6, 2, 1 across. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's. Hang on. 1, 1, 1. Oh, I did miss one. What color was it? This one? Yep. We're not at the end of the list, are we? Oh no, the MIDI's just glitched. Okay. Oh boy, this one. Three. No, what am I doing? Oops. Okay, hang on, I got it. Trying to figure out the best way of like. Okay. On the bottom, it's like. Well, as soon as you get to twos, it's a 3, 2, 2. I'll have to do. And this one's really loud. So I turn it up, obviously. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, let me copy this. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do this again, that's okay. Is this a broken version? Yep. Is this a good one? That's the bad one. There you go, I like that. Oops. Okay. No, I need another one. This media's fucked up, isn't it? If I recall. Yep. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, good enough. Oh god. I have a better version of this meaty, hang on. There you go. Okay, there we go. Oh god, now I need to do shit here. Wait. Okay. You know what? There were probably already tiles for that. Now that I think about it. Sort of. Oh well. How do I want to proceed? should probably delete this finally. I just realized we don't need these tiles anymore. Like at all. I'm gonna put these here. Trying to think of how I can save on tile space. There's gonna be some layer weirdness, but that's okay. Okay, so this tile now looks fucked up. So let's revert this to basically how it should be. Da-na-na. I'll do those later. Okay. That looks fine to me. Okay, so now we go through. Let's save. Oh fuck, the combos are all wrong. I think. Actually, no, these look correct to me. Okay, cool. Wish I could zoom in a bit. This window's actually a bit small for me when I'm having to look at precisely which tile I need to click on, but oh well. This is where I'm going to need the grid again. So I'll deal with that later. Oh god, do I want one where the log is curved, but it's... I probably do, don't I? Okay, that shouldn't be too much effort. God, there's a lot of tiles. Okay, Shouldn't be too hard, I can reuse a lot of this. It's about overlaying this in the right place. Oh god. Just like the bad version of the media. Yeah, there we go, that's better. It's really quiet though. We're almost at the end of the playlist of those, so I'm gonna have to either have no audio or just figure something out. Oops. No, I don't think I want that. Maybe I'll experiment with it later. Okay, no. Sorry. Do this in the tile page. Wait, why is this playing again? Oh, it's a different MIDI. This might be the last one on the list now. Jeez, I've already spent an hour and a half on these stupid tiles. Alright, That was all for that, which I think was probably worth it. Oh, hang on, I also need to edit these now, because these are only in use for these. God, I really want to shuffle some of these around. I think I'm gonna do it. We'll see how that looks. And now the great breaking begins, as I'm gonna have to go around, replace. Let's get rid of the grid for this. Wait. What is this? Well, it seems like a better quality version of the media I have. There's heavy rain sound effect. That's it. Okay. We're actually done. Oh boy. Okay. Well, no music for the rest of this. I'll have to figure out a solution for next time. Oh, Jesus God, what did I do? Okay. I know what happened there. Okay, there we go. Right. Back up to the top. I could just do the music again from the beginning, but I'll figure something out for next time. Like, I would just do video game music, but I'm really not sure if the VOD will get struck for that. Like, it wouldn't be the biggest loss or whatever, a development stream for a Zelda Classic thing, but it'd be kind of a shame. Okay, so yeah, not worrying about the tops yet, just worrying about the logs. Let's go ahead and save. I anticipate going for another hour or so, by the way. I don't know if that'll be enough to do all the tiles here, but that's when Josh is gonna get back from work. So, be nice to have like an overlay so I could see what the thirds of the screen are. I think everything else is just going to be the straight on ones. I have a solution for over here, by the way, don't worry about that. Oh, what am I doing? That's just wrong. Okay, the right side of the screen, I've been thinking of this backwards. So these actually need to be like this. This needs to be like this. Okay. Hopefully this perspective will work. I have to be turning the grid on an awful lot for this. So what I'm going to do is that. This one's questionable. I'll have to work on that. See if there's a better tile I can use. I might just make like a, I don't know. It's tricky. So this still looks kind of ugly. I'm hoping that in-game it'll be a little better. I should probably just do those at the end, honestly. Don't worry about them for right now. Okay. But you can hopefully kind of see the perspective going on that I was trying to get at this whole time. The main problem is just when these logs just abruptly stop. Like, I guess I need to make a decision between, are they fading into darkness in the background, or are they hitting the wall? And if they're hitting the wall, I'm going to need a wall texture. The problem is then that these up here will kind of be questionable. I'm thinking I'm actually going to get rid of those, so let me, Let's go over the solidity again. I'm thinking of actually just having the solidity be determined by the bottom layer, so I can have, like, the walkthrough wall, for example. Oops. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. I can fix it. I just need to go around and do this shit again. So at the moment, all this is walkable. But I will go through and give it the proper solidity later. Oh, what the hell did I do? I did it again. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm gonna want some kind of, like, repeated bark-like texture for the background. Something like this, but just a little bit better looking. Should probably use some of the darker colors, or perhaps it can use a different C-set to achieve that effect as well. I'll have to figure that out later. I can always tweak these tiles. And now I'm glad that I actually managed to get this into a nice, like, 4x4 tile space. So that's good. Anyway, time to do this shit again for every one of these 16 screens. So... 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this one is in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be like that. Then this is in the middle. Okay. I fucking did it again. Oh my fucking god. I think that's correct. Yeah, not much to say about any of these. At this point, the purpose of streaming this becomes kind of questionable. Eh. Doing this kind of haphazardly. I should probably have a bit more of a method to it, but that's okay. I think all I need now, I do this one, and then I just need normals. So if I get rid of the grid here, I think this screen probably looks the nicest so far. You can kind of see what I'm going for now. A bit more. So yeah. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a weird screen transition, because here, it's suddenly going to be like that. That's okay. Why are those ones still? Oh, apparently I forgot to get rid of their solidity. See, I'll figure out the solidity later. Back up to here. I think I'm almost done. Okay. Now, it doesn't make much sense for the inside of a tree to have, like, random... I mean, these logs look like they're made of smaller trees that have been carved... Well, not carved, but, like, you know, cut into these cylinders and then put this... have this gold banding around them. It doesn't really make sense for the inside of a tree to look like that, but whatever. It works for what it is. So, yeah, I guess this one's next. I suppose... Yeah. Either within an hour or when I get done with this, which this will probably get done first. I don't know. We'll have to see. That's the wrong one. 4, 5. And then... Hang on. I just got a comment on my phone. I want to check what they're talking about. Shouldn't take me too long. Oh. Not sure what they're talking about. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Okay. I just wanted to see what video it was on. I think that's right. Oh boy. There we go. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Anyway, 5. Yeah, I guess I'll have that. suppose if there were more people in chat, then I could have like a conversation or something, but no one's really saying anything, so. Okay, won't really need that. Forgot about different tile combo modes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That. Oh, now that looks weird. That's unfortunate. Get rid of the grid for a second. Yeah, it looks weird for the log to just kind of. I could just have it break the rule just to avoid that, but it seems kind of cheap. Also, I want to check something quickly. Yeah, it does say I'm streaming on Discord. Okay, because someone messaged me, and I'm like, do they not know I'm streaming? I guess it doesn't say. No, it does say. It does say I'm streaming. They know I'm streaming. Okay, I guess I'll just have it be legit for now, and I'll see what I can do about that tile later. That's really, here as well. I could just have it do this. Dunno. I guess so. Guess I'll just try to sidestep that problem as often as possible. Oh, that's not good. That's not what it's supposed to look like, right? As soon as I close that, I need to actually get it open again. Oh, yeah, that's not supposed to happen. That is actually a mistake. You could hypothetically fall through that and end up inside this square. Okay, so in that case... I guess I want that. Or I could just have this extend a bit more. Yeah, I'd rather do that. The problem is I was actually kind of wanting this to get rid of this little log here. Because now this vertical one is hitting into it in an awkward way. I could just have it do this. That looks fine. Okay. It's kind of weird how the tops of these have the gold trim and the bottoms don't, right? I'm starting to rethink that. Well, You know what? I can do that later. It's not a huge deal right now. Let's go back to having this. And okay. Yeah, let's keep going with this screen. Oh boy. Starting to get kind of hungry. But I do want to finish this if I can. I suppose it's not a huge deal if I finish it off screen. I'd have to, yeah, the ladders and stuff are not going to get done now. I'd have to implement that. I think there actually is a ladder combo type now in this tile set. I think it came with, oh no, hang on. I know they made a bunch of custom combo types, and I thought one of them was like a walkable, like 2D ladder with the ladder thing just. Yeah, because they have Pitfall here, which is not in normal 250. That's a custom one. I could have sworn it came with something for that. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to reuse the one from the 2D version, from the NES version, which is like buggy. Alright, okay. I'm sure there'll be a lot of like layer problems too. Actually, might be a good idea to just make all the floor on layer 0, but it's a bit late for that. Oh well. I could probably make a special tile for like the edge of this. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Actually, let me go around and do a few things here. Okay, this is looking better, I think. Still gonna need to work on these. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make a tile for the bottom of this, but I'm not gonna worry about that for right now. Oh, apparently I just missed a bit of floor here. That's new. Hey, Hopper. What's up? Yeah, it's a lot of work. Especially if you're doing it by yourself. I've also started and ended several of the ZC projects over the years. I think this one's probably gotten the farthest of any of them, but not by that much, so yeah, I'm kind of trying to keep at it. I've got Josh helping me as well, so hopefully that helps. I assume you didn't see the early part of the stream. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna need... Oops, that's the wrong tile. Farthest you ever got was finishing level 5. Out of 9 levels, I assume. You were also 12 and it was awful. Understandable. Yeah, I mean, it's easier to make levels when they suck and are boring and simple. I can definitely relate to that. Not that I got that far, but I think, like... I don't know, I had more plans. I don't know. This one's kind of a different structure, though. As I mentioned earlier in the stream. It's, I'm gonna just recap for anyone that wasn't there earlier. It's a collectathon quest inspired by, like, Banjo. So... Oh, this looks really awkward. Whatever. It's a collectathon quest inspired by Banjo. So, like... You collect... Oh, wait, hang on, I've got an idea. You collect stuff, there's many of a certain collectible, and you only need to get a certain amount of them. It doesn't matter which ones you get, so you can do them in... You can collect which ones you want to, and not necessarily all of them. And the rest of this is straight on. So... And there's only actually, like, 5 main levels. Because I wanted each level to have multiple Zelda items in it. I could have probably spread it out and had, you know, closer to 8 or 9 levels with 1 Zelda item in each. But, nah. So, like, the first world has the raft, the ocarina, and the bow and arrow. I recommend going back and watching, like, the first hour of the stream if you're interested, because during that I showed off what I have so far. And yeah, for the past little while here, I've been probably like half an hour or so. I've been just going around editing these screens to have this weird 3D pseudo 3D perspective to them. That was Josh's idea for making this place look nice. The tiles are kind of shit. I'm gonna probably tweak them later with help from him, maybe. Oh shoot, did I do it again? Yes, I did. Oh, well, thank you. I did steal the basic tiles from Kirby Superstar and then edit them. Let me actually show that quickly. So I got this on Sprite's resource. I basically went around, stole these tiles, shrunk them down into 16 by 16, and then dumped them into here and got decent colors. So you'll notice I have two ZQuest windows open here. I also originally made this in NES. I actually made the whole of the first world here. And I was like, yeah, I probably can't work with the better tile sets. But once I started helping Josh with BA3, and I was getting used to the Dance of Remembrance tile set, I'm like, this is pretty much the nicest tile set out there, and I'm learning how to use it. I may as well. I'm gonna recreate what I have, just a bit of the world, and see what it looks like. And then I made just these 4 screens down here, and I was sold. I'm like, okay, I can't not use this anymore. So then began the process of recreating the entire world for this new tile set, which I'll show it in more detail in a second again. Well, not in a second, but at the end of the stream I'll go over it again, just as like a recap. But yeah, now I'm working on like this tree area, the interior of a tree. So now that I'm used to... Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Is then I got used to Dance of Remembrance, and now I'm going to be using that for the whole quest. Hopefully it will look good. Oh, thank you. I also think the overall part of it looks good. It's just the interior of this tree that I'm a bit more questionable, that I find a bit more questionable. But that's just because of my shoddy sprite editing work. Like, the rest of it looks good because it's not my tiles. I'm just using them well. In here, there's been a lot of custom tile work, so that's why it looks kind of shoddy, but yeah. I'm gonna hope to get like a... The main problem with it right now for me is, let me turn off the grid quickly. View... basically where this log kind of harshly cuts off. Also, the angle here is a little weird, but mostly the harsh cutoff looks weird to me. I think that when I have like the bog texture in the background, it will look better, but I need to figure that out. There's also a few other tiles I want to add that I haven't gotten around to, just to work with some edge cases and make certain things look a little better. For now, I've got most of what I need, so I'm just doing this. Okay. So, a lot of it's going to look weird between screen transitions, but the goal was to make it look good when you're actually on the screen. Like, to make the perspective look correct at that point. Even if it looks weird when going between them. I realize this grid is kind of making everything look weird, but I need it to know where the perspective changes, because I've got a very specific pattern for when it shifts from the straight-on view to the slanted view. Basically, the middle 6 tiles are straight on, and then the 5 at the edge are... The 5 on each edge are slanted. Oh, this looks bad. Gonna need it to be like this. Gonna need to modify this design a little bit. 2, 3, 4. That's okay though. Okay. These bottom screens are really simple, and I actually think I want to do more to them, but yeah. That's wrong. Why did I do that? Piece of wood. Hey, Alex. How you doing? Yeah, I think I'll do one more like demonstration of the world at the end here, because it seems like there's more people that weren't here at the start of the stream, and I'm almost done for the day. Gonna be a lot of tweaking I'm gonna have to do off screen, but almost at the end here. Oops. Yeah, this basically is a piece of wood to stream though. And we have the end here. Okay, and I think I'm done. There might be some things between screens that look wrong, like going up and down. I'll have to try to catch those. There's not really going to be an easy way for me to fix those all at once. Let's see what the map looks like, though. So yeah, this is good. A lot of this is going to look weird between, just in general. Like, over here is a good example. Like, here you kind of have it, it's bending in a weird way. This platform, especially up here, where my cursor is, this one looks weird because it's between screens. But you're only ever going to see it like this in-game. And then, like, this, except for when you're transitioning between screens. In which case it will look weird, but then it will kind of fix itself, so... I don't know. There's a possibility that I could use combo cycling to make that work. I'm not sure. But yeah, I also want a bark texture for the background. I want a different tile for the bottom of these vertical logs. They'll need to be layered in some cases. But for the most part, this is looking pretty good. And I think I executed the idea well that was suggested to me. Ooh. Okay, well, good timing. Actually, give me a second. Okay, so yeah, let me go ahead and show off. Oh no, that's the wrong. I want to be on this thing. View map. God, that looks funky in this palette. Would be a good zoom level. Sorry. Okay, so there's another instance of like something being missing between screens. Over here, there's supposed to be the top of this tree, and it's missing. That kind of stuff I'm going to need to comb through the map just in one go, I think. Make notes of everything, and then do all at once. I think there's some fuckery down here. Obviously the darkness is going to look weird, but yeah, here there's something wrong. Yes, phone? Okay. So yeah, so we got this quiet area up here with a sanctuary, a pumpkin patch, fairy pond. Over here we have what I call the mountains. The original conception of this was a grotto, so it would be like a little cave area with trees growing inside it and fallen logs and stuff. I wanted a lot of these fallen log things around, but then I only ended up using... I think that's just the only one, actually. Yeah. Huh. Anyway, so over here we have what I call the wetland. For obvious reasons, we've got a graveyard up here. I showed this all off earlier in the stream, but this is just for people who missed that. We have the ruins. Pretty self-explanatory. That chest has the bow and arrow in it. The swamp. With the witch's hut down here. Gonna have to raft through this. There's not really a name for this area, it just kind of is full of boulders. This right here is the entrance to the tree that I was just showing. We have a lake with a fairy that needs help. You have the entrance to the level. It's a portal back to Hyrule Castle. Over here we just kind of have like the starting area. There's not really a name for this area either. There's a path leading from the lumberyard to the lake. Here's the only place that actually has many NPCs. I might have a couple of them on a screen here or there, but the thing is that most of this area is supposed to be pretty dangerous and full of monsters, so I don't know about that. It's pretty much just going to be here, and then one up by the sanctuary area. Thank you, much appreciated. It took a lot of effort to get this translated from the NES version. Yeah, here we have the Dark Woods, which this is one of the areas I'm most happy, one of the areas that makes me most glad to have switched tile sets is because even when you get rid of the darkness and it's just this dim light here, it's still really hard to figure out where you're going, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be, like, difficult to navigate. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Hopefully, can I get a zoomed out view? This is the best I'm gonna get. Area in the middle is, you can see there's a couple ways to get in. That's actually the Lost Woods, which I showed off earlier. Again, I recommend looking at the first hour of the stream if you're interested in this quest, because I go into more detail about what I've done so far, and I also show off how the Lost Woods works. It's pretty funky. Anyway, thanks for coming, everyone. I'll probably do another of these sometime. At the very least, I would like to have the when I make, like, the other levels. Yeah, pumpkins. When I make the other levels, like the actual worlds and not just like these little sub areas. So like this is Mull Woodland. The second area is called Zariga Desert, and when I make that in the actual editor, place down the tiles and the decoration, I think that would make for a more entertaining stream of this. So I'll see about doing that, but I wanted to I don't know. I wanted to get one of these done soon, and I figured that it's going to be a while before I get to the desert because there's a bunch of other shit I have to do. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.